Hey everybody, I'm Amy.
I'm Dan.
And I'm April.
We're the Hustle Couple Plus April, and we're here coming at you with our first Q&A with April.
Yeah, man. It was requested. You guys threw some good questions at us, I think.
We haven't looked.
It looks pretty good.
Okay.
Okay.
We're ready for it.
We are
All
ready.
right.
If
So-
you're if you're new, hi.
Hey.
Hello.
We're from Dallas. We're full-time resellers. April's with us for the summer working, and we sell mainly women's and men's clothing.
On eBay.
And this is our 5th year reselling, so
Yeah.
we're going to try to give you a little bit of knowledge, drop some knowledge here, and then maybe cringe at some other points. I don't know what the questions are.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Oh God.
All right. So I guess we'll just jump right into it.
Sure.
So Sarah wants to know, how do you deal with the emotional roller coaster of high and low sales days?
I cry under my desk.
Yeah. I try not to think about it. No. We try not to think about it on a daily basis. I always try to say, when in doubt, zoom out.
Yeah.
So try to look at the big picture. I know if you can get bogged down in the day-to-day, you'll end up driving yourself crazy.
Yes. I just keep listing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if I list more, maybe someone will buy something. So I try to do a proactive approach. I do not sit back. I also run a sale, or I will do something. If our sales are super slow, I just pull out all the stops that I can think of, and I make Dan list stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, let's get some money rolling in. It does get really stressful when you're full-time.
Yeah.
So we don't deal as well as, we're trying to get better about that, and hopefully in our big move to the garage that will help, because we're going to be able to list more daily, and I think the highs and lows will get less and less because we'll have more inventory, quality inventory listed.
Everything will just even out, hopefully.
I think so.
That's the plan.
Like a good 10, 15 sales a day, every day, no matter what's happening, because we're cross-listing to 3 platforms now consistently, and I think that's going to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then Kimberly wants to know, how do you transfer your pictures from your phone to your computer?
Okay, we have 2 answers for this. One of them, April, you're going to answer, because you do it differently than we do it.
Yes. So I do not have an Apple computer. So what I do is I take all the pictures from my phone and I send them onto like either Google Drive or a Dropbox, and then from there I download them onto my computer and then upload them again. So it's kind of a lengthy process, but the pictures get there and they're still good quality. So yeah.
Okay.
Good tip.
Yep. We use everything we use. We have an iPhone and a MacBook, so we take the pictures. I take the pictures on an iPhone 10 because it takes better product
Yo,
photos
seriously,
than,
save your old
than
phone.
the new 14s. Don't ask me why, it just does. And then I airdrop them to Amy's MacBook.
So if you're on the same Wi-Fi network, you can use AirDrop. It's super fast. I mean, instantly.
Yeah.
So we've done that since the beginning, and when people ask us, because sometimes depending on your internet, if the uploading and downloading to Google Drive or whatever can be really cumbersome, especially if you have a lot of photos, and we do it one by one. So as we're listing it, Dan's able to drop the photos to me very, very quickly. So you can get a MacBook Air just for listing, a used one, for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I would buy a MacBook Air for like $200 off Facebook just for the AirDrop. I would do that. I would buy a cheap iPhone that's like an iPhone 9 or 10, and then I would buy Air. But I would invest the $300 that would probably cost you to do just for that capability.
And then think about all the space you're saving on like your
Yeah.
actual device, that you don't have to take product photos on it anymore.
I think that would be great. And you can get all of this. Once Apple products are phased out, they're really, really cheap.
Yeah.
So I would look into it if you're having trouble with that.
Good tip.
Awkward.
Danielle wants to know, what materials did you use for your standing flat lay setup?
Thanks, Danielle. Okay. So we got some furniture when we first moved into this house, and it came with this really thick, almost like gator board cardboard. It's about 1/4 of an inch thick, and it was in the furniture box.
I think it's like a 1/2 inch thick.
Half inch thick. Yeah, that's true. It is. It's like a 1/2 inch thick.
Yeah.
And I have tried to find it everywhere online for you guys so that I can be like, here's the cardboard we use, because it's very, very sturdy.
Yeah.
It's got a beehive.
Hexagon.
Hex-
Or octo. Yeah, it's a hex. Hex.
It's reinforced inside. When you cut into it, it looks like a beehive.
Yep.
Okay. I can't find it. I don't know where the furniture company got it. I cannot find it.
Yeah.
But it's thick cardboard.
It exists.
It's thick cardboard and duct tape.
Yeah.
So we made it so that it can fold together.
Yeah.
And then we put duct tape, some 1x, which is just thin wood that you can buy at Home Depot, onto the edges so that it didn't bow in the middle.
Yeah.
We literally duct taped it all together and then used binder clips
Yeah.
to attach some fabric called Insul Bright to the top of it.
Right.
I have to get my coffee.
Okay. Can you grab my drink also? I will say that we built it that way purely out of necessity.
Yeah.
Because we had to have it in the space. We had to have it be able to fold so that we could put it away. And it had to be really, really lightweight so that we could move it around. And it had to be free or really close to it. So we were working with materials that we had available to us at the time. And also, I don't think we're going to transition that to the garage. The garage has its own new flat lay thing, which we will show everybody when the time is right.
Also, based on materials that we already had.
Right.
The moral of the story is you can use anything for a flat lay as long as it's a rigid surface and you can get it on an angle. Then you experiment with the angle. So you just put something heavy like a brick or a cinder block or a stack of books in front of it and really figure out what the angle is so that your clothes don't slide off of it.
Yep.
And use whatever you got. That's what we say.
Don't go spending a bunch of money.
I think the best things in our reseller arsenal are things that we've made out of necessity. I really, really do.
Totally. Yeah.
If we had bought like a flat lay off Amazon, they don't exist, but if we had, it would have been like crappy. And
Yeah.
we'd be like, ugh, I wish it did this. When you make it yourself, you can get all your wishes and they will come true.
There you go.
All right. When is the right time to get a store subscription, and what do you get by having one?
Now,
Right now.
do it.
Yesterday. As soon as you start eBay. Immediately. Because you can get a super basic store subscription for, $5.95 a month if you pay for the whole year at once, which ends up being, I'm terrible at math.
It's cheap.
$60 or something?
Yeah, I think it's $60.
Come on.
Here,
Invest the $60, get a simple starter store or whatever it is, and then you don't have to worry about insertion fees or whatever if you're only planning on listing, how many?
okay, I don't know how
I don't
many
know
it is.
exactly.
See, we didn't read these questions, but what I can tell you is just Google it, and it can tell you, I think it's 250 listings or something like that, or maybe that's what you can. Okay, here's the thing. So everybody's like, oh, I only have 1,000 listings in my store. I don't need 100 listings in my store. I don't need a store. You do. Because what happens is you are paying every single month. It's like a storage unit. Think of your eBay store as a storage unit. So you're paying for everything that's in your eBay plus what you're listing.
Right.
So all of it accumulates and you end up getting these insertion fees because eBay relists every 30 days. You have to renew your rent. Think of it like that. So every 30 days you pay eBay to say, I'm going to list 100 items plus the 100 items I already have. So all of a sudden your store should be growing if you have a business, and you start getting insertion fees. So when you list new things, you're already used up your freebies, and the store gives you freebies at different levels. We have a store where we pay $60 a month, and I think we get like 10,000 listings. We'll never, even with the relist, ever get to that number, hopefully.
Right.
So you got to look at the different levels. Just Google it. It's really, really there. And then decide what's right for you. But what we believe is the $4.99 gets you access to the Seller Hub, which is important. And it's maybe $5.99. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it establishes you as a business. It's like a step toward...
makes it real.
It makes it real. You can call customer service, and they're much more open with you if you have a store. You basically are investing yourself in eBay, and I think it's really, really, really helpful for the minuscule amount.
I mean, if you're selling any kind of volume, it makes it worth it. The Seller Hub alone, access to that makes it worth it, and then I think you have to have a Seller Hub to get bulk shipping access, which is great. So totally worth it.
We did get a question about bulk shipping.
Oh.
How do you use the bulk shipping tool?
I know we've talked about it in a couple of the videos we've done. So from the Seller Hub, there's a to-do or tasks section on the far left-hand side. And it'll say print or like ship packages and give you a number of how many items you have to ship that day. And I just click on that link and it takes me to the next screen, and then there's a checkbox at the top for select all. So I select all of the items that have to go out, and then I click purchase shipping labels.
It sounds scary.
It does. It sounds like, you're getting ready to pay for whatever. All that does, it takes you to the next screen, which is the bulk shipping. It opens up the bulk shipping tool, and then you're able to input all of your items, weights, and dimensions if you need to put in dimensions, and then you buy your labels all at once at the end when you're done with putting in all the weights and dimensions.
Yes, that's how we use it.
And you get access to the scan forms and stuff from there as well.
It makes life very easy.
It's the best.
Yes.
And as a baby reseller,
She's baby reseller.
I know how to use it and can use it.
So it's not too hard.
Yeah, not hard at all.
It's getting past the print shipping labels button.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, I'm not clicking that. And Dan was like, no, click it. I'm like, You could click it. They ask you like 14 times if you definitely want to buy.
Yeah.
What is the strangest thing you have found in the pocket of a thrifted item?
Did I find the pocket full of stuff in the bins?
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
You're so right. We found someone's like ID and social security card.
Yeah, it was like a social security card, a resident alien card, and like some business cards and like that kind of stuff.
Things you need to survive.
Yeah, like really important identification
Where
documents.
is that stuff?
I don't know.
We don't know. We were gonna try to track them.
It was like, way old and expired, so we're not. I mean, the social security card doesn't expire. But.
I don't know. We found that. Awkward. Yep. Yep. We've never found money though. You know who found money? April.
She did.
The first time she went to the bin, she found money in the clothes. I was like, what? We've never found money.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I was like, you just made money on this.
Yep.
What was it, $5?
I think so. Yeah.
It's the best.
Did your store start selling right away, or did you have to be patient?
Yeah. eBay.
Patient. Had to be patient.
Yeah, it's really difficult on eBay. We get this question a lot actually in Instagram messages and just people reaching out. So you gotta get some feedback, and what we recommend is to use the Facebook group as a resource, and a couple of people have done that just to get off the ground. Donna, I'm shouting you out.
Hey.
Put your store in. Our Facebook group is so supportive, and it's not a troll at all. We don't have any rules. You can post your store. Not every day, okay? This is like we have one rule. And
read it.
So, you can come to our group. It's called the Reseller Workroom, the Hustle Couple Reseller Workroom on Facebook. And then you can say, hey guys, I'm starting my eBay. I'd really appreciate if you're looking for anything. Here's what my store can provide. If anybody could buy something, just so I can get some feedback. You can do it that way and try to get some. Once you have a couple of feedback, you get through the scammers. There's this scammer phase where every single thing that comes at you is spam.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything is vibrating.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
So, and then once you can get past that, then you're smooth sailing, and people will trust you, and they'll buy from you, and the scammers will leave you alone. So we recommend doing that, and or buying a bunch of things that have high sell-through rates and underpricing them. That's the other way that you can sell, because people won't care that you don't have any feedback if you have what they want at a good price.
Right.
So this might mean retail arbitrage. It might be going and buying on clouds on Facebook for $70 and flipping them for $90 or something. But the solds indicate they go for $110. You see what I'm saying? So like just getting a little flip under your belt, even though you might have to invest, something that's super, super high in demand will get you that feedback. And that's what you need. You need to get some purchases under your belt and some feedback in your profile. Anything else that I missed?
No, I think you're good.
Great.
What do you guys know about the new USPS Ground Advantage?
Okay, we know as much as you do.
Yeah, which is not a whole lot.
They are combining ground parcel select with first class shipping to make it easier. And
Right.
it's just one service now. It's going to take 2 to 5 days. That's what we know. We don't know what the price is going to be. What I know is that there's going to be some changes beyond just the name, and some people have suggested it's just a name change. It is not, because you cannot drive to Hawaii or Puerto Rico. Ground means in a truck. So at some point, there's going to be some limitations in some sort of way, because if you're not landlocked, we have a lot of things in the United States that are islands or territories. I don't have an answer for that. So it's not going to be exactly the same, because right now, first class, if I ship it to Hawaii from Texas, gets on a plane in first class. That's not going to happen for something called ground advantage. It literally says ground in the title. So I don't know. That's the questions that I still have that I haven't seen answers to. eBay does send us messages almost every day, so read your eBay messages. And I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't tried to look it up on the Postal Service website. I don't know how much information is available there, but that's probably where I would start. I would go first.
I mean, I did. I have looked it up.
Well, there you go.
I don't know yet. I will say that I think we are leaning towards sending everything priority for various reasons. If you want to ask more questions about that, maybe Q&A phase 2.
Q&A part 2.
Yes.
Love it. Chelsea wants to know why you don't live in Denver.
Oh, bless! We're coming to see you. We're driving there. We actually leave tomorrow. We're going to see Chelsea in Denver.
Yeah. Chelsea, you're not the only one asking us this question. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Oh, this is a fun one. What would be your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, this is a Dan question for sure.
Oh man, zombie apocalypse. You'd want like a Terminator style minigun for sure.
Minigun?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why a minigun?
Well, it's just called that. It's actually
Oh.
not mini at all.
Okay. Perfect. I don't know what a zombie apocalypse even means, because I don't watch any sci-fi. I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't even understand what that. Is that like dead people?
It's like when
Yeah.
when they come back to life and they're coming to eat your brain.
Where's the apocalypse part? That already happened?
Well, yeah.
Well, that is the apocalypse.
Right. Everybody's turning into zombies and humans.
So the apocalypse happens and then people turn into zombies, or because people turn
That's
into zombies?
irrelevant. Doesn't matter.
It matters to me a lot.
Like, it's because they turned into zombies, it caused an apocalypse.
Right. The apocalypse, the end of the world is that everybody is turning into zombies and there will be no more people if everybody turns into a zombie. It's all zombies everywhere.
Why zombie?
That's just,
Why not?
Oh. I don't understand. Okay, all right, perfect. Y'all, I can't do that. I have a brain malfunction when it comes to sci-fi things. I'm like, I have asked way too many questions. Dan won't even watch sci-fi with me anymore because the whole time I'm like, is this? Do they have an atmosphere? And he's like, oh my god. I'm like, but how are they breathing? What planet? We tried to watch Star Wars. And I'm like, what planet is? He's like, it's a galaxy far. Which one?
I don't know.
But how do they breathe? Do they have oxygen there? He's like, oh my god. Okay, so sorry.
Nice. I would probably agree with Dan. I wouldn't do a machete because I don't want them getting that close to me.
Yeah,
so
right?
some
Keep it
type
at
of
bay.
long range weapon. Yeah, good.
What about a bazooka?
That's nice.
That's
Very
it's a
like
big class.
collateral damage
Yeah.
stuff.
The zombies, you don't care, right?
That's good.
All right, we'll move on. If you could go back in time, what would you tell the baby resellers, Amy and Dan, to do differently or maybe sooner?
Sell through it.
Yeah, I mean, you took the words right out of my
There's no question.
mouth. Don't buy everything that's $1 just
Yes.
because it's $1.
I would have told baby Amy, baby Dan, y'all do not put anything in your cart without looking it up.
Yeah.
And when we say sell-through rate, I know there's some baby resellers watching this. What we mean is you go to eBay and you type in exactly what it is, the exact model, and perhaps even the exact size of what you're trying to pick up, and then you go to the filters on the side of your phone and go down to solds and make sure that there has been something of that type that has sold in the last 90 days. Unless there's something there, or unless it's really, really rare and you're the only one listed, okay, that's an exception. There's always exceptions. So say I'm buying an Eileen Fisher black jersey knit top. size small. If no black jersey knit tops in size small have sold in 90 days, I am leaving it on the rack, even if it's 99 cents.
Okay.
Period. Full stop. I don't want to know if it sold in the last 2 years. I want to know, because when I look that up, there's going to be 300 listed at least. And if none have sold, it is not in demand. Nobody wants it right now. And I'm saying it that slowly because I needed someone to say that to me. But I'm like, somebody might want it someday and it's only $1. I don't care. I don't care what the brand is. Seriously, this happened to us with things like even Lululemon. We have Lululemon in our closet from when we first started that we cannot give away.
Yeah.
It was because the style is so outdated. We had Lululemon with like a pocket for an iPod. What were we doing? Stop it. But we were like, oh, it's Lululemon. It doesn't matter. No one wants it. So brand is just not as important as sell-through rate. And so I'm gonna say something about April's generation because April's what is it? Z? You're a Zennial?
Yeah.
Gen Z?
Gen Z.
Gen Z doesn't care about brand. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you can type in the style and see if it has a sell-through rate. So it's not just the brand, right? So if it's like a prairie style dress, type that in and see if any are selling. It doesn't matter if it's like Liz Claiborne, because I wouldn't pick up Liz Claiborne, but April would.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to retrain you wouldn't care what the brand was. If the dress was cute, you'd be like,
if it's cute, I'm wearing it.
and if you're looking for like a prairie style dress, and if you search that on eBay, you will see a ton of them have sold. You can learn what brands sell for more by sorting from highest to lowest in the sold section. And that will give you a little bit of info. And just make sure that there's enough room for profit. So just because it's in the sold section, if it's sold for $2.99 or if it's sold for $14.99 and you're paying $5.99, it's probably still not worth it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a twofold.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
I think you got
Nice. Go team. Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel?
it. That's probably a multi-part answer, but the easiest answer is because Amy has.
Amy made me.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, go.
You needed an outlet to teach, and this was it.
So some people are new. They don't know what you're
Right.
talking about.
Okay. Go.
I was a teacher for a really long time, for 10 years, and a really, really dedicated teacher. Like, teaching since I was 3 years old. I have to teach. The job is too stressful for my body, and I shut down. I started having uncontrolled seizures. So, I can't teach anymore in the classroom. But I'm still teaching. I was teaching online. I was teaching anybody who would listen, right? And then COVID happened. And I did used to teach acting classes, and I would direct plays and shows and stuff like that. But then COVID happened, and the theater shut down. So I had no outlet to teach anyone anything ever. And I think, we found YouTube, Reseller YouTube, and Dan said, we could do this. He was the one that said it.
Did I say that?
You did. I don't know if you thought you could do it, but I think you were trying to encourage me.
I may have done that, yes.
So that's why we started. I needed an outlet, and then it's been really helpful for me personally.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and there's been unexpected things that have come from it. But yeah.
A group of friends.
Yeah.
For sure. Our YouTube fam.
They're fun. Oh, okay. These are for me. Hi.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
All right.
So, because I am working for you guys temporarily,
Mhm.
I am in grad school, so this is like my other job.
Yes.
What are my plans, and have I ever considered reselling? I have not considered reselling until I met Amy, and she was like, oh my gosh, come work for me. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. I'll do whatever you want. So yeah, I've been having a great time. I'd love to stay and hang out, work some more,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. If they want to keep me around.
For sure.
Making my own YouTube channel. Probably Probably not. You might find some weird videos from high school on there.
Uh-oh.
So like, don't look me up.
Uh-oh.
Spin-off channel.
Yes.
We'll see. Maybe.
Is YouTube for old people?
No.
Okay, I thought people might think that like Facebook is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook might.
I love having April on. I ask her all the time, is this an old person thing?
She tells us for sure. Tells us the truth.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Should I not say this word anymore? No.
What is the craziest story from a Facebook Marketplace purchase or other purchase for your garage?
Oh wow, we purchase
man.
almost everything off Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Anytime we've gutted our whole house actually during COVID times and purchased. Well, first of all, you couldn't go to stores, and we purchased everything off Facebook Marketplace.
Pretty much.
So we've got some wacky stories for sure. We've also purchased some crazy things that you wouldn't think possible. Like we've gone into people's homes and dismantled their entire built-in
Closet system.
That's what we have in our office now that you see where we're
Yeah.
shipping. All those cabinets came from someone's built-ins in their home upstairs. So Dan had to hire people he didn't know.
I had to hire two guys in a truck. Not that company, but
Yeah,
two actual
similar.
just dudes.
Oh, wow.
During COVID and go in there and dismantle the whole thing took all day.
Yeah.
And then bring it all here.
Yeah.
So that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and then we had to figure out how to wedge it into the closet and reassemble it in a new configuration.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
If you guys don't know, I do like design, and so I was able to map it out in 3D before we actually put it in there, which was
She was
really
like, "This is
helpful.
totally gonna fit. Look."
What else have we bought that's weird?
Or crazy stories.
Oh yeah, crazy stories.
I don't know. I mean, driving out to wherever we did to get the storage unit full of floor tiles for the garage was interesting.
That was weird.
Yeah.
And then we got I'm thinking of all the things that we've gotten. I'm serious, you guys. We buy so much stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
We went into somebody's new house that they
With
had
the
just gotten
countertops?
built and got countertops.
Brand new house, like that
Like-
week they had moved in.
They had just moved in and they were like, "Yeah, so we just got this house built, and the fleck in the granite, or the what is it? Not granite.
It was a
it's
silver. So we have quartz countertops.
Quartz,
There was
right.
a silver fleck, and she wanted a gold.
The
fleck.
silver fleck doesn't match my gold hardware, so instead of changing the hardware, we're gonna change the countertops." And we were like, "Sure, we'll buy these," and it was like an insane amount of countertop.
Yeah, we have
Enough to do
Wow.
everything in here.
We have like a 12-foot island right now, and
Here it comes.
we got it basically for nothing, and we had to hire a countertop company to recut it, and they came and fit it. I mean, we'll do anything. Jeremy's making an appearance.
He just woke up.
Always going for my shoes. I would say also when we went to go get those desks and the guy was taking a meeting on it and they're like, "Oh, you could like wait an hour," and we're like, "What?"
Yeah, we went to go buy some desks, and we walk in, and nothing was like, it was still assembled. The guy was still on a conference call, like with monitors everywhere, not
What?
like not even on a headset, just out loud talking shop, and we were like, "Yeah."
But you set up the meeting.
Yes,
Oh
they
my
knew we
God.
were coming.
Mm-mm.
They were like, "Yeah, we'll be ready to go in about an hour," and we're like, "Yeah, this isn't gonna work. See you later."
I'm glad because we have better desks now.
Yes, we do.
Where is somewhere you used to source that is off your list or infrequently visit now?
Goodwill,
Mm.
regular Goodwill stores.
It's a
Yeah,
flat
here
rate
anyway.
price.
Yeah, they
here.
flat rate price everything, and they keep jacking the prices up because, as far as I know, I'm going to preface it with that. As far as I know, every city's Goodwill operates independently. So Dallas Goodwill, the new CEO is an ex-Neiman Marcus guy, so they're all about profits. Contrary to what Goodwill is not a non-profit corporation, right?
It is a for-profit corporation, for sure.
So they flat rate priced everything. Like women's jeans are $10 now.
Yeah, we can't pay that.
We can't pay that. Yeah.
No. We've been outpriced. We can't go to Goodwill. And I would pay $10 for like some things, maybe like a Verizon
Yeah, like
beard
you
pair
would,
of
you would have to go
jeans.
in and spend a lot of time cherry picking just the cream of
And
the
$10
top.
in general is way too high for our cost of goods. We normally cap it at $4.
This is Jeremy, everybody. Say hi.
He just lets you do anything. Oh my god.
Good boy.
So what is the resource for your veggie bags and poly bags?
Oh, you're gonna be very happy to know this. We just put them in Amazon's.
Yeah, it's Amazon, and we do have affiliate links linked down below. So if you do click on those, we do get a little tiny kickback, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, we get most of our stuff on Amazon. We also put our poly mailers down there, and they're really thin and kind of cheap. But remember, we double bag because we got the Ziploc bag, which is also linked below, the ones that we like.
Yep.
And then we put them in a thin poly mailer as to not add more weight. And
Yep.
those thin poly mailers are great. We haven't had any issues with them. Knock on wood. And those are linked below as well. Both of them we buy in huge number, like thousands at a time.
Yep.
Awesome. What is a holy grail find for each of you?
For me, it would be an undamaged sport coat from like a super top end designer. Like I'm gonna say it right, Isaiah,
Yes. Or like Tom Ford.
or like a Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Tom Ford would be nuts.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
I found a Tom Ford dress shirt one time at the thrift.
It's in there to be
It's in there, yeah. And I found one of those jackets once, but it was all like moth holy and dunzoed. Yeah.
What would your April? You have to answer first.
Oh. I don't know. Probably like a Versace dress or something.
Really?
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh.
I really like Versace.
Okay, you had to answer first because mine's the Taylor Swift cardigan.
Oh, that's so valid.
I want it, not the folklore one. I want the OG cardigan, the cream color one. I mean, not the red one. I want the cream and the navy one, the real one. I look for it every time I go to any thrift store. I'm like, and I ask Dan every time, like, you know what the cardigan looks like?
You know what it looks like, right?
I'm gonna find it. I swear, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find one for me, one for April. You watch.
I love it. What is the best items that you guys have found at the thrift?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
My best item was something I found in DC. It was a Maria Rinaldi goat leather trench coat.
A goat leather.
It was like butter.
It was the nicest. We sold it for we only sold it for $700. That thing we should have. When knowing what I know now, it was one of the first things we ever sold, and so we were like $700.
Yeah.
That thing could have gone for thousands. It
Yes.
was so. Oh my gosh, it was so nice.
Yeah.
What did you? You found some really great stuff too.
Yeah, I found some really good stuff. One of the more recent ones that I can remember is that didn't we sell that Jason Witten suit or one of those suits for like good money?
Yeah, I'm gonna look on the
Oh, nice. Thanks.
I'm gonna go to our souls. See the
My
video
memory
has
is
that.
terrible. Just by the way.
Okay, buddy. Price lowest, but where's price highest? Price highest, boom.
Oh.
Boom. What?
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that thing.
We sold a Brandon Maxwell dress.
Yeah.
That wasn't that good. Oh, this was retail price. Oh, the Eskandar 3-piece was good.
Yeah, that thing was really
We made
good.
$400 on that. It was an Eskandar pants, jacket, and a thing. We have another one of those.
Yep.
This lightweight Eskandar scarf. Oh, the best thing, the Missoni dress we sold for $700.
Yep.
Look, both of these right next to each other, the Marina Rinaldi and the Missoni dress.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
We did a whole video on that Missoni dress, so.
Click around to find it.
It's in the thumbnail. That dress was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, bud.
This is for me. What is your favorite thing about living in Texas and your grad program?
Ooh.
My favorite thing about my grad program is it introduced me to Amy.
That is so nice.
Yes.
So
the
nice.
best. The best. She's in the same grad program that I did, and we worked together, so that was so cool.
Yes. And my favorite thing about living in Texas is that the sun is out like in the middle of April, so you can like be at the pool already. It's fantastic. But
That
by
is
the time July
It's
rolls
gonna get
around,
it's gonna get old next week real quick.
yeah,
Or
all
later this
hundreds
week.
for the rest of the week. So a little brutal, but super
lot
fun.
of brutal.
And did we get one more? I think that is all of our questions.
That's all she wrote?
Yeah.
Yes, we
All
made
right.
it. That was pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, not too bad.
I
Not too
thought it
bad.
was going to be more intrusive.
I did too. That's exactly the same word that I had in mind.
We finished each other's sandwiches.
Aw,
So many
sweet.
things.
Anyway, if you have any more questions, leave them below in a comment. That really is helpful to us.
Yeah.
Any engagement is good engagement. We're trying to grow our channel so that this whole teaching thing we have going on can make people, better resellers far and wide.
Yeah.
We have a really slow growing channel, but April's helping us so much. Thank you, April.
Many thanks.
We appreciate
and
you.
Thanks to you for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.